Hi, I'm Rory Sheehan. Welcome to Meditative Conditioning and our series on working with the tarot. Today I want to talk about asking questions, and I want to emphasize that the questions you ask are not directed at the cards. You're not going to ask the cards questions, you're not going to get answers from the cards. You're directing this question at either your subconscious mind, your higher power, your spirit guides. So we want to phrase our question in such a way that it's clear and understandable to our subconscious, our higher conscious, our spirit guides, so that they can use the cards to draw our attention to certain information in their effort to provide us with guidance and support. Again, I want to emphasize the guidance and support is always positive. You're not going to get a spirit guide that's going to say something negative or make fun of you or tell you bad things. The idea is to get positive and helpful information. So when it comes to asking questions, what I found is that the more general and vague the question, the more difficult it is to get a good answer. So if you say, something about, how's my life going to go? Well, there's going to be ups, there's going to be downs. So it's almost impossible for your subconscious or your higher power or your spirit guides to answer a question like that. And then we get kind of odd answers or difficult to interpret answers. So what we want to do is we want to ask specific questions. Now, we can go to the other extreme and ask questions that are what I consider to be far too specific. So when we ask questions using the tarot that guide us in the direction of yes or no answers, is this going to work out for me, yes or no? Is this person going to call me, yes or no? Am I going to get this money, yes or no? I find that those are too specific in the context of tarot, and it's much more effective to use the pendulum. So if you're interested in asking those types of yes or no questions, I encourage you to go back to our video on using the pendulum to ask yes or no questions. And I find that for me anyways, I find that I get a much more accurate answer when I use the pendulum for yes or no, and I use the tarot for more guidance and information. So when it comes to asking a question of our higher power, our subconscious, or our spirit guides through the tarot, what we want to do is we want to focus on information that will help us learn something or will help us with our energy and vibration. And those are the areas that I find are the most helpful. So if we say, for example, how do I go about getting this promotion? It's tough to interpret that. Whereas if we say, what do I need to learn in order to put me on the track so I can get this promotion? Now we get answers that I find are much more usable. Or we could say, for example, what do I need to be aware of to get my energy in line with being on track to get this promotion? So you see what I mean? It's by asking questions that have to do with learning or energy or vibration, I find that we get a better answer and more helpful answer when it comes to moving forward. And we can always check in, as the week or the month progresses and fine-tune the information that we're receiving. But I find that if we focus our question on questions that help us learn or help us adjust our energy or vibration, those are the most valuable questions. So when it comes to using the tarot, I encourage you to spend a little time before you deal out your cards and focus on the question. So ask yourself, is this question going to lead me to a yes or no answer? If it is, you might find it helpful to change the question. Is this question too vague? Well, you might find it again helpful to change the question. And if you ask the question that has to do with what you need to learn or what you need to do in order to adjust your energy or your vibration, I think you'll find that those types of questions are much more helpful. And you'll see how we apply these as we go through individual readings. So I hope that helps you get a better understanding of questions to ask your higher power, your subconscious mind, or your spirit's guides using the tarot as a communication tool. If you're enjoying this series of videos, please click the like button, please subscribe and tell your friends and encourage them to check us out. And don't forget to check that bell so that you get notified whenever we do another video. So until next time, I'm Rory Sheehan, hoping you have a fantastic day.